All right, today I'm going to be talking about the Bcash, BCH, Bitcoin Cash IPO of Bitmain, which is a big ASIC manufacturer for Bitcoin mining, and I guess they've got some products for mining some other things too, like Ethereum and Monero, both of which apparently the product sucked. So on Twitter today, I'm Richard Hart Wynn on Twitter. A professor said that investing in the Bitmain IPO, which is supposed to be valued at some very large number, $1 billion or more, was a better way to invest in cryptocurrencies than just having Bitcoin, which I thought was very short-sighted and stupid, so I figured I'd make a video about it. When you invest in a company instead of a cryptocurrency, you're not doing crypto the right way, pretty much. So if you like crypto for censorship resistance and the fact that it's harder for people to steal your money, seize your money, if you believe in the crypto ecosystem growing, well then the more counterparties you add in between you and your money, the more likely you are to get screwed. So for instance, let's say Bitmain loses their credit card processing, if they even accept credit cards, I would imagine they do, or they get crushed by the Chinese government, or they lose their manufacturing contracts with their fabrication plants like TSMC, who I think does the majority of their chip tape out and printing production. Any of those things would cause you to lose massive amounts of your money if you had shares in their company. What if the board of directors decides to develop a new chip and that chip fails? What if there's embezzlement? What if laws are broken and the company is given a cease and desist order to stop producing or selling a product? I could give you maybe 100, 200 different scenarios under which a company could and has failed. So if you think that investing in a Bitcoin company is a good idea or a better idea than buying the coins, you're probably wrong. I mean, there was a good quote from a guy named Tony Galippi, who started what was one of the most successful Bitcoin companies called BitPay, that allowed you to accept Bitcoin on your website, turn it to cash, and sell people products. You could do merchant sales without taking the risk of currency fluctuations by accepting and holding the Bitcoin. Well, he was quoted as saying that if he had just bought Bitcoin and held instead of starting BitPay, he would have made a lot more money. And so that's the case with a lot of companies in the ecosystem, in the crypto ecosystem. Even if you're successful, you can't just be successful. You have to be more successful than the tokens that you could have just bought and held, right? So if you bought EOS at 50 cents a year ago and rode it up to 20 whatever, or if you bought Bitcoin at 1,000 and rode it up to 20,000, would your company have done 20x with complete liquidity, with no work, just sitting with your thumb up your butt? Probably not, right? So in crypto, it's kind of the situation where you're almost always better off just buying the coins than buying mining hardware and hoping one day you get more coins back, or buying shares in a company and hoping one day you get more coins back. It's silly, and it goes with a lot of risk, right? So if you want to speculate in proof-of-work currencies, which is primarily what Bitmain specializes in, then you should just buy those currencies. You shouldn't add Bitmain as a counterparty that you hope one day maybe you'll make more money with. It's the opposite of crypto. It's more counterparty risk. You probably make more just buying the coins, particularly since you're 70% or 90% off of their all-time highs currently. If you would have bought in December instead of now, you would have gotten 10x less for a coin that dropped 90%. I mean, you're getting 10 times the coins for the same money, having waited 8 months. So, in Bitcoin, we're at about 70% off now. The price right now is about 6,500. But if it were 6,000 like it was yesterday or the day before, you're getting those coins at 70% off. Would I rather hold Bitcoin, or would I rather hold, crap shares with a lot of counterparty risk in a company that's on old process, large node process? I think they're on 14 nanometer and everybody else is on, 9, 7, smaller processes, which make the chips more efficient and faster and cooler. I don't know why anyone would invest in companies in the crypto ecosystem, particularly Chinese ones, when they could just buy the coins outright with no counterparty risk, right? So there was a funny saying, there's a saying that there is no cloud, there's just someone else's computer. Well, I saw a funny tweet a couple of days ago that I retweeted from somebody that said that, there's no banks, there's just someone else's wallet, right? Or in this case, do you want Bitmain to hold Monero and Bitcoin and Ethereum on your behalf, or would you prefer just to hold it yourself? I'd prefer to hold it myself. As far as market outlook, if you want a dollar cost average from 6,500 down to 3,000, maybe some of your bids don't get hit. I don't think, maybe we grind out a bottom at 6,000. I mean, we were down at the 5,900s a few days ago. Or maybe we do bear market for another year. But either way, if you're already 70% off, I mean, what's the max you could go? 85% off, right? I don't think even in popped bubbles you really get more than 85% drop. So in between 70 and 85%, 85% would be $3,000 Bitcoin. Dollar cost averaging from 6K down to 3K for someone that doesn't want to day trade and watch the charts all day long seems like a pretty reasonable idea if you've got a 2 a year plus time horizon that you're willing to invest. That's it. So I think Bitmain sucks. I think Bitcoin Cash sucks. I think Bcash sucks. I think investing in companies instead of crypto mostly sucks. I think investing in mining instead of crypto mostly sucks. Just back test it, pick any point in time, pretend you bought mining hardware, pretend you bought coins, you'll see the coins always wins. Almost always. I'm unaware of any time when mining outperforms just buying coins. Join my Discord, join my Telegram, t.me/strape. We got a trading channel, t.me.com. No, I'm sorry, no .com. t.me/strape charts. I got a price calls channel. Sometimes I see things in the chart I mention. t.me/Richard's calls. We've got Twitter, twitter.com/RichardHartWin. We've got youtube.com/Richard Hart. Got a free book. I just got back from the editor a bunch of revisions. I might be able to push out a version that's a lot cleaner. It's called Sci-Vive. It's how you can survive through science. Gives you all the sex, drugs, rock and roll, all the good tips and tricks that got me where I am in my life. I retired at the age of 25 a long time ago. I did pretty good, long before Bitcoin existed. That's free. Links in the description of the video. What else? Got my own Bitcoin fork coming out, month or two. Code gets written every single day. It's called Bitcoin Hex. Took a copy of the Bitcoin UTXO, which is all the holders, put it on Ethereum. If you have a Bitcoin, you get a free Bitcoin Hex. A lot of bonuses if you get in early. People don't claim. We give the coins to the people that did claim. If Satoshi doesn't claim, you get his coins. It's pretty nice. What else? Oh, if you like margin trading, if you think this is the bottom and we're not going to go any lower, well, put some coins on BitMEX, use my 10% off discount link. Keep adding to your position until your liquidation price is, slightly below the lowest you think we can go. And then you make a lot of extra money. Do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor, blah, blah, blah. But if you do time the bottom and you take on margin, if you take on 2x margin and you did get the bottom right, now when the price goes up, you make 2x the money, which is pretty cool. If you're wrong and you reach your liquidation price, you lose your money. So, leverage cuts both ways. If you get it right, you do great. If you get it wrong, you do poorly. That's it. Richard Hart signing off. Have fun, everybody.